Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hey, I want to let y'all know, hey man, get well. Hey, get well to that man. I want y'all to drop that in the comment section, man. If y'all rocking with PNB Rock, hey, at the end of the day, we already know for a fact the facts that went on in this.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Look, guys, PNB Rock, man, we got breaking news on PNB Rock getting shot. Somebody tried to rob him at the Roscoe's Chicken. So he basically was inside there eating. He just ordered his food. And as soon as he was doing the tap to pay, somebody came into the front door and stuck their hand into there with a whole Mac 10 like a Drake. And basically, they let off a lot of shot. They let off a hole with a switch. They had a switch on it, and unfortunately, man, condolences. PNB Rock got hit. He got rushed immediately to get recovery and to get basically to get help. They're doing a procedure and an operation right now to make sure that he can still survive and everything like that. Witnesses saw the gunman that attempted to rob him. Once he walked into the Roscoe's, he tried to basically get in the middle of the transaction that PNB Rock was doing, and he tried to grab his wallet and the money.
Oh, hey, this is something that we all know is common when you out somewhere. Why? It's like people asking, like people telling his family, like, why would he even be out there? Like, what was the reason for him out there? He was out there on a business deal. You got to understand what's going on, man. He's a famous rapper, man. He was out there taking care of some business, and this goes to show that you can't even make money going to another state. And we already know, and this is something that we all know that's common.
That's when the dude stuck his arm in and went and ran inside the store with the whole Mac and Drake, and basically he tried to rob PNB Rock, and the people have seen it. He got caught red-handed, and so basically he took off as soon as the shots went off. Everybody started ducking. The witnesses have seen everything happen. They started ducking into the booths. They started recording. Some people were recording. Some people tried to yell for help. Some people were running to the back. The workers ran into the back, dropped their apron, and called for the authorities to come and to get the ambulance to come and get him, because if they didn't call in time, it would have been a lot worse. They had to come quick to get him to safety and everything like that. He was leaking all over the place, all over the restaurant. And so a lot of the people that was there, they seen the guy run out, but he ran out and low key got like away somehow. And so the footage, they're still reviewing it, and they're trying to make sure that basically he gets caught up and gets the consequences for what this dude just did. So this looks like a big setup, but that somebody has spotted PNB Rock while he was walking into the store, and they waited for him to basically get to the counter at the register. And before he paid for his tab, before he paid for the bill and the food of everybody he came with, somebody came from behind and surprised his whole entire group and tried to hit a lick on him. And he tried to poke PNB Rock. One thing you guys got to understand is that it's a crazy world out here, especially for these rappers, where anybody is trying them at any place. This whole situation just reminds me of the Lil TJ situation where he was inside the Chipotle, and this whole thing happened with PNB Rock at the freaking Roscoe's. And so somebody was following PNB Rock. They spotted him. He was wearing his jewelry. It's easy to spot. He's a tall person, and he basically got caught lacking. Like somebody had seen his car and they kept following it, and the security never found that they were being spied on. The security didn't look in the rearview mirror and make three left turns and three right turns to see if somebody's following him. If anybody knows anything out there, y'all gotta understand that you gotta make sure you're not being followed everywhere. You gotta do your three left turns, three right turns, because if they would have did that in this situation, they would have knew that somebody was following them. And basically, with this whole thing is that they kind of didn't do that. And so the guys that ended up following him to the restaurant, they just waited until he was going to pull out his wallet. They knew he was going to pay for everything. PNB Rock has millions of dollars. He got an advance. He got a whole deal. He walks around with $20,000 or more in cash on him, in his pockets, in his jeans. And so they know he's going to be the one that's paying for him. He's the rich man in this whole situation. So they seen the rich dude and he's a rapper. And so they tried him because they know that like they're not going to call 911 right off the bat just because they're rappers. They think that they're going to try to handle it in the streets or whatever, or that he's just going to give it up because it's too much of a risk to be there arguing with a man who's got to hold Drake and the Mac, and he's trying to hold up the Roscoe's hostage, man. Y'all got to understand that PNB Rock is going through a lot right now, and his people that was with him, they're just like distraught, and it's a tough time because condolences to his family. They're gonna come out and report on everything, but this is all senseless, man. This stuff needs to stop. Y'all got to understand that people need to just keep the peace and stop doing this. If everybody just came together and like really put each other on how to get this bread, then we wouldn't have people needing to go and rob PNB Rock. Like PNB Rock provides for his neighborhood in his community to some extent. And so the people that are around him, now they're missing out on certain things that can't happen because PNB Rock has got to recover. He's got to take time to get his health back together, his safety. He just went through a whole reality check in this situation because it's like one moment he's up, he's living life floating, doing everything on cloud nine, getting all this money, the girls are coming in, the music is doing good. The next thing you know, you walk into a Roscoe's and some crazy dude comes in with a Mac 10 and a Drake and tries to up a pole on you, and you ended up getting hit up. And so now it's going to be people who are going to be spinning the block and riding for PNB Rock, man. Everybody out there in New York, New Jersey area, they all go with PNB Rock, like wherever he's from, man. They're gonna his hood is gonna be out there like looking for whoever did this because this guy is still on the run. So once they review that footage and that CCTV by the businesses in the area, they're going to be able to pinpoint and locate and track the license plate of the guy who got in the getaway driver car and basically took off while he's the one that ended up being the trigger man. And anybody that's involved with that person, they're going to end up getting caught up on too because you got to understand if you associated with this or that and like this kind of thing happens, most people who end up being the getaway driver who ended up being an accomplice are going to get to be the ones that tell. They're going to be the ones that snitch or tell, or like they're going to end up being in the hot seat, getting interviewed, looked at, and then they're going to offer them a reward money to rat out the person that did this. And so it's just a ticking time bomb, and it's just a matter of time until the person who did this gets caught and gets turned in because everybody's going to be watching. A lot of people are PNB Rock fans. A lot of y'all out there are rocking with PNB Rock. And so y'all got to understand that these dudes are going to have the consequences to the repercussions of the actions that they committed out there because due to the fact that you can't just be doing this type of stuff in public. Like Roscoe's hasn't came out and made a statement or anything like that yet, but it's on the news that they're out there. They basically closed the restaurant down for the rest of the evening. Like the windows is broken, there's damaged goods on the inside, and it's got everybody being scared in that neighborhood now. Like this was a quiet neighborhood to begin with. This was not in the hood. This was not a hood situation. Like real life, they went to a whole entire restaurant, commercial property area. Like this was dang near like an outdoor strip mall.
And those facts, y'all really got to look at what's really going on. Those facts, like this is inside. This was an inside job, y'all. Like y'all really got to pay attention to this, man.